You two realize that I got my start with Diddy. I nearly spent 2 years traveling around with Diddy, but we never once visited the studio. The game has frequently stated that there are many men on the dole in the rap industry, but up until now he has avoided naming any specific individuals. Diddy simply can't seem to shake the homosexual charges. And this time he's back in the news, after the game appeared to imply that Diddy tried to seduce someone. Let's dissect it. He may enjoy chicks and have a rap lifestyle, but he is actually a man. There have long been rumors that Diddy is gay, and other celebrities and business insiders have hinted as much, including Wendy Williams and 50 Cent as far back as 1998. On her radio show, Wendy made the implication that Diddy was either homosexual or bi, and it was later claimed that Diddy was the one who fired Wendy. Wendy Williams, who went by that moniker, supposedly faced the threat of being burnt at the stake for speaking out when 50 Cent was accused of manipulating Diddy for years over LGBT allegations. She is accused of saying things like, "We've got to get together when we're going to get the chance to kick it like we can just hang out. It is feasible." Okay, so you're telling me we need to stop. Why don't we go shopping or anything, she asks. The game also made it clear that he had a problem with male artists who are gay, since they could infect the ladies they date with STDs. In the closet is really scary, you know what I'm saying, so we've got to get into the seriousness of it. And it's just not fair to other people, the game said. And then that spreads because that girl you might be fooling might leave you, and go find another dude who ain't gay, give him. All of this happened years after the game said in his interview with Vlad that he knew a number of well-known rappers who were on the DL and were hiding behind their reputation as womanizers. The fact that Diddy has been linked to various women over the years and has 7 children with 7 different women led many fans to believe the game was alluding to him. Numerous allegations claim that Diddy was essentially using these ladies as a front and desired to create a large family in order to deflect attention away from the LGBT suspicions. In fact, Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, said in an interview that Diddy's late wife Kim Porter was aware of Diddy's infidelity with both men and women. When Kim was alive, he dated every girl, every guy, and anybody else he desired. Additionally, Gene asserted that Kim very likely intended to reveal Diddy. You realize that Kim is aware of every one of his dirty little secrets. Kim was also aware of his rationale for utilizing the book. You realize that Kim has probably already revealed everything in her book. Recalling what the game stated in his interview with Vlad, when asked if he had ever collaborated with a homosexual rapper without knowing it, the game answered that he had undoubtedly done so with someone who was making a concerted effort to conceal his sexuality by dating a lot of women. This gives the impression that you are homosexual, not just openly gay, but also actively disguising your sexual orientation. The game began his career in 2001 with the aid of his elder brother, Big Face 100. And they produced a mixtape together that finally made its way into Diddy's hands. The game is attempting to pass himself off as a man fan while really being a female fan and pretending to love girls and live the rap life. The game believed that Diddy would sign him to his label Bad Boy Records, but that never happened. Meanwhile, Dr. Dre discovered the game's mixtape and offered him a contract. This led the game to eventually join 50 Cent's collective G-Unit. Although Diddy has never publicly stated the reason why he didn't sign the game, based on what the game said in his Drink Champs interview, it may have something to do with game rejecting Diddy's advances. The game revealed as the plane flies off towards Miami. I inquire, are we ever going to rap later? Playboy, you know what I'm saying, we're going to New York we in Eid Gil this weekend. And I was going everywhere with Diddy, the game said, that after 2 years of Diddy basically doing everything but making music with him, Diddy just told him out of nowhere that he belongs with Dr. Dre. And considering all the rumors that have been swirling around Diddy, fans took this as game, basically saying that Diddy was trying to seduce him or get him to do some favor for him in exchange for a contract. However, since the game wasn't up for it, Diddy may have eventually decided to give up and let him go to Dre. But there's another side to the story, because the game's big brother actually implied that Diddy and the game did end up having something more than a friendship. In 2022, Face fired shots that Game in an Instagram post and shared a photo of Diddy hugging Game from behind with the message, "Maybe it wasn't my street credibility." Now Big Face in the Game did have a pretty messy falling out shortly before Game made it big. And some fans didn't take Face's posts seriously, accusing him instead of being bitter about Game's success. However, many others said that Face is probably one of the few people who knows exactly what went down between Game and Diddy. Considering all of this was going on before Game had a contract, and before the public even knew about him, a lot of fans also pointed out how Game never explained why he stuck around Diddy for 2 whole years, allowing Diddy to buy him expensive gifts and take him on trips without ever questioning why they weren't making any music. But that's not all. A few years back, Game also revealed that Diddy wasn't the only one buying gifts. In 2015, Game and Diddy released the track Standing on Ferraris, and Game revealed he bought Diddy a Ferrari. As a thank you for helping him start his career, I was always grateful. Yes, so I feel like an old lady song. So I bought a Ferrari, man. But Diddy never signed Game to his label. So why exactly did Game feel like he owed him something? While fans definitely have their own theories about this, the question answers itself. One fan said, "What were they doing 2 years? You already know." And another fan added, "I can see Game being did his type." Game got that pretty boy look, but the tats and persona make him look rugged. But let's hear your thoughts on this. Do you think something happened between the Game and Diddy during those 2 years? Comment down below. And don't forget to click on this next video.